Yo, what's going on YouTube? For today's design, I was thinking of a shoe that had an upper that was comprised of recycled mesh as opposed to like traditional mesh for like an eco-friendly kind of design. And then I just kind of played around that concept. Because it was eco-friendly, I thought the obvious color choice for it would be some form of green, so I went with a few different greens. But I did receive a comment on one of my videos a few days ago from a subscriber named Gage Spencer, and he actually asked a very good question. He said, what are the best markers for cheap? Now, I've kind of touched on this subject a little bit before, but I'll try to go more in depth in this video. The best markers by far for cheap are going to be Sharpies. The reason is because for each Sharpie, we're looking at maybe $3 to $4. If you buy them in packs, which you should if you're trying to get a lot of different colors, Sharpies are probably going to be your best bet starting off. If you go back and you look through my older Instagram posts, back before I started my YouTube channel, almost all the drawings I did were done exclusively with Sharpies. And even if you're not too fond of Sharpies, at the very least, you can use the ultra fine black Sharpie for your outlining. That's what I used up until about halfway through 2016. But in terms of basic markers that you can use, Sharpies are definitely the one to go with. That's what I started off using. Another level above that, and of course there's a lot of off-brand stuff that you can get that would work as well, but I started off, when it comes to blendable markers, I started off with Prismacolor. Prismacolor is obviously a little more expensive than Sharpie. The benefit to Prismacolor is that with both of the ends, you get both a brush tip and then a chisel tip. The brush tip makes it easier when you're trying to get a basic line going and you're not really too concerned about the detail. And the chisel tip allows you to cover more surface area as well as getting a sharper line if you need it by holding the marker in a different position. Now, this is pretty much standard with a lot of different blendable markers to have both tips on each side as an option for whatever you're wanting to do. But the option is there, and with those markers, they're pretty good at blending as well. So if you're looking to get like your first starter set of markers that offer blending, Prismacolor is a pretty good option. The kind of markers I'm using right now are the Copics. The reason why I've transitioned to the Copics more, I found out that overall it's a much better investment. While your initial Copic markers are going to be like $6 or $7 pretty much, which is expensive. The idea is you don't want to just buy the marker one time. If it's a marker that you're going to use often, so a common place would be like a set of grays, you should buy the refills for the grays. So a few years back, when I first bought my first Copic set, I bought a set of like 70, I think it was like 72. It was basically a set of markers. It came with a bunch of different colors, but the main thing that it came with that I wanted were the cool grays. It came with like 5 cool grays that offered a great variant, so that way I can do a lot of shading. And you can buy the refill packs, and the refill packs are about $6, but in it you get like 6 or 7 different worth of refills for that marker. So when you're comparing the numbers after the fact, that initial buy for the Copic is about $6, $7, but then each following purchase after it would be about $1 because you have the refill packs. The refill packs don't take long to refill at all, maybe like 5 to 10 minutes per marker if you want to really refill it, but it does save you a lot more money in the long run. Now, of course, those are more expensive markers, but if there's a set of colors that you use all the time and you want to get high quality markers, I would go with Copics. It's an initial buy of like $6 to $7, but those refills are what really bring you the value for those markers. And if you're looking for something a little bit cheaper, you can always go with Sharpies. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know your questions down below. If you guys have more questions, by all means, comment down below. I'll bring them up in tomorrow's video for sure. If you like this video, leave a like. If you are new to the channel, I would love you to subscribe. I upload daily content. As always, I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.